Hey everyone, I'm Anastasia Turchetta and your host for IgniteDDS's Crush Your Career Success Guide. Today I'm joined by Andrew Darke. He is the National Practice Transitions Manager for 14 years with Patterson Dental. This man has been in finances for 28 years. You've got to download this book because you know what? This will impact you. And if you start today, then maybe by even next week, they can have something set in place.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is they have to understand what their options are. And what I tell any associate that I can get a hold of and talk to is know that entering corporate dentistry for a guaranteed paycheck is not your only option. And yet, so many feel that it is because of that debt. And yet, if people come out, they're smart about their finances. They don't feel they need to go out and buy the new car and the new house right, when they get their first paycheck, and they can just live within their means and give themselves an opportunity to create a foundation for success. Then entering into private practice with a goal of ownership of a private practice is by far the greatest financial return that they can have. So they just need to understand that there are options out there. And of course, everybody's different. And so they owe it to themselves to get the knowledge to be able to make a good decision for themselves.
When you're talking about finances and transitions, and I understand, like, not if you're not going into the corporate, are you talking about, let's just say, the boomers who are selling their practices, or maybe even veterans who are still practicing, selling their practices? Is that what you help them with?
It could be. So, yes, there are a lot of dentists out there that within the next 5 years are looking to sell their practice. This can be a great opportunity for a young dentist to come in, focus on their clinical skills, understand the business of dentistry from somebody who's been doing it for a long time, and do a phased purchase of that practice over time. So that absolutely is one of the key avenues they could be looking at. But there's also a lot of dentists out there that are doing very well, and they've got great practices, and they're at a point where they want to add another dentist and potentially partnership with that associate if everything works out. And that's another thing we work with associates and owner dentists on a lot.
That's amazing, though, when you said about as far as associates and somebody coming in with them. I understand that because you could see somebody starting to phase out while somebody comes in. How do you help somebody find a practice?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, so at Patterson, we have a whole resource in helping owner doctors search for associates. We've got a website, pattersonconnect.com. It's a fabulous wealth of information for dental students, newly graduated dentists in terms of searching for opportunities. They can search nationwide for dental practices that are looking to join somebody. It's a fabulous resource. So there are choices. So yes, first you have to decide. First we have to decide: do I want to specialize? Do I want to go into general dentistry? Do I want to do a residency program? Where do I want to live? What type of practice do I want to join? There's a lot of things you have to think about. And I think what's fabulous about Patterson is not only is there all the resources that come from the transition side, from Mercer Transitions and their wealth of knowledge and helping associates, but you have the reps all across the country who have fabulous knowledge about their markets. So, especially if an associate has identified an area that they want to join, search out that Patterson rep.
Andrew, I want to thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time to
Absolutely.
write that chapter in Crush Your Career. Your chapter, again, is Understanding Your Finances. And that, again, it's with Ignite DDS. Crush Your Career Strategies to Ignite Your Career After Dental School.